Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today's episode, we're continuing our coverage of this day, January 16th, 2022, of the ongoing situation between Russia, Ukraine, and the West. We'll start by looking at today's headlines and what is coming out of both the mainstream and, of course, not so mainstream media outlets around the world. Uh, First, metro.co.uk. Russia's war with Ukraine is just days away. City AM, Russian invasion of Ukraine inevitable and imminent as Putin has negotiated himself into a ... Defense One, China is watching Ukraine with a lot of interest. Let's see here, Defense Blog. Russian Iskander missile system spotted moving closer to Ukraine. Radio Free Europe, Ukrainian ministry accuses Russia of being behind cyber attacks. The Charlotte Observer, Ukraine says Russia behind cyber attack in hybrid war move. Mercury News, Russia issuing subtle threats that go far beyond Ukraine invasion. And it just goes on and on and on and on. And I wanted to talk a little bit about those Iskander missile deployments that we are seeing. As you know, the Iskander system is it can be utilized as a cruise missile, meaning the Iskander system can launch cruise missiles, and it also has the ability to launch short-range ballistic missiles that are very, very accurate. But again, usually these brigades, such as this one right here, such as the 112th Missile Brigade, again, these normally contain roughly 12 Iskander M short-range ballistic missile systems. Each one of those 12 can launch 2 missiles. So a full 12 Iskander systems can launch 24 either cruise missiles or semi-ballistic missile systems at targets very, very precisely. But specifically, these additional deployments that are heading west towards the possible Ukrainian border or some other location within the western area of operations are two very, very specific units belonging to two different Army groups. The first one that we've received information that is moving belongs to the 36th Army headquarters. And again, that Iskander missile system or brigade is the 103rd Missile Brigade. And again, this unit is based out there towards the Mongolian border near China and Mongolia. And it would appear that elements of this Army group have been now allocated to this buildup of forces. Not a huge Army group in the grand scheme of things when you compare other Army groups, but in this case of the 36th Army group, you have the 5th Tank Brigade, and then you also have this unit here, which is the 37th Mechanized Brigade. And obviously, those are the two maneuver brigades that are with this Army group. But again, it appears at least the Iskander Missile Brigade associated with the 36th Army is being deployed to the Western Theater of Operations. Additionally, a second Iskander Brigade is reportedly also on the move, heading towards the western area of operation. That belongs to the 35th Army Group. And again, this Army Group is a little bit bigger. While it doesn't have a tank brigade, it does have 3 mechanized brigades or 3 maneuver brigades within its headquarters. But again, this unit here, the 107th Missile Brigade, appears now to be heading towards the western area of operation. So again, we don't know what other units could be associated with this move. It could be all, it could be some, it could be battalion tactical groups within, say, the 69th Covering Brigade. This is one of those strange units that have existed since the early Soviet times. They were originally called machine gun battalions. Obviously, those are not machine gun battalions, but again, in all probability, these are mechanized type battalions with one associated tank battalion. But I would say in all probability that many of these units here that you see, such as the 14th Special Forces Brigade, again, these units do not fall under the command of local army groups, but are under the General Staff and the GRU. But obviously, those deployments would be heading west in all probability as well, as they are some of the best units within the Russian armed forces. But again, at least 2 more Iskander missile brigades and an unknown number of other units could be moving, again, from Siberia, way out here, all the way over to here. And again, that is expensive, it's costly, and you are moving units far away from their normal assigned bases. You have to find billeting for these troops, and you have to build encampments and bases for these forces that are now being deployed along the western area of operations. And even without the movement of those forces coming from eastern Russia in terms of Iskander brigades, you can clearly see here there are a number of Iskander brigades already fairly close to the border with Ukraine. 448th Missile Brigade. You have this unit down here. You actually have 2. You have the 47th Missile Brigade, and that may have been converted. It says here it's a Tocha U short-range ballistic missile. I was under the impression that all these missile brigades have been, in fact, upgraded to the Iskander. The Tocha U is very much like an Iskander. The Iskander is just much more accurate, and it also has the ability to fire those cruise missiles as well. Additionally, you have the 1st Missile Brigade as well. You have other Iskander units, again, very close, that can be moved very quickly. The 464th Missile Brigade. So again, many Iskander missile units probably will be involved in this conflict if and when it starts. But again, I just wanted to give a quick update on some of those newly deployed units. Again, many of these units now are coming from Army groups way out in Siberia. So again, we've never really seen this before in terms of all these units coming from different locations within Russia. All appear to be heading towards the western area of operations. But again, we're going to continue to keep our eye on the situation, and as things come down, we will definitely make more videos and report on what we are seeing. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for joining us.